I'm Dr. J. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're gonna make an amazing Instant Pot potato soup. It's gonna taste like a baked potato when we're done. Delicious. Okay, so I have my Instant Pot set to saute in normal. And then this is 5 pieces of bacon that I've just kind of chopped up. So there's no oil going into the pan, just the bacon. That's gonna give off all this delicious bacon fat, right? That's what we want. I know sometimes for convenience, we might have some of that pre-cooked bacon on hand. We don't want that because we want the bacon fat in there because we're not going to add any other fat to it. That's where we're going to cook our onions in. It's going to make the soup so tasty. Sometimes when you don't have a lot of ingredients in a soup, we're going to get flavor from other places. And the bacon's going to give us a lot of that. Plus, it's going to be our topping afterward, right? Just put a little bacon on top. So this will take about 5-6 minutes to get nice and brown. And then when that happens, after that, we'll take it out of our pan and we'll get our onions sauteed. Okay, so the bacon is all nice and crispy and browned. We're gonna get this out. We're gonna save this for our topping for the soup, right? Oh, it smells so good in here. I mean, who doesn't love bacon? Bacon drippings in, 1 onion that I just diced up. That's gonna absorb all that beautiful flavor. So when the onions go in, it's actually gonna help deglaze the bottom of that pan. So all the brown from the cooking the bacon, that's just gonna add deliciousness to our soup. It's gonna add this beautiful flavor, really nice smokiness right from that bacon. And these will take about 5 minutes. I'm just gonna scrape the bottom of the pan because I want that pan nice and clean before I put all the other ingredients in. That's really important because if not, you'll get what's called a burn notice on your machine. We don't want that. Okay, so I have 4 cloves of garlic that I just have grated up here, minced up. Gonna go in. And you don't want to cook the garlic too long, just about 30 seconds to a minute. Too long will actually start to burn and it will get like this really kind of bitter flavor. We don't want that. But I think garlic is good in almost anything. To that, I've got some dried thyme, some dried rosemary. Gonna go in. I'm gonna add just a little bit of chicken stock. I've got 2 cups so far going in. And that's gonna finish to deglazing the bottom of the pan. So I'm gonna use this to kind of keep scraping up there a little bit. Just add a little bit more brown on the bottom. We don't want any of that, but we do want it in our soup because it's gonna be so good. Okay, so I'm just gonna make sure I scrape everything up. That's one of the big things people's, if they're having issues with Instant Pot, some questions that they've had from me. It's a lot of times they'll say, oh, I just, I have trouble using my Instant Pot. I get like a burn notice, or I have some of these issues that pop up. It's really important because once you seal the Instant Pot, you're kind of like done, right? So that's why I wanna make sure we get all our flavors in there. Everything is correct. That's why I test my recipes for you all, right? But the other thing is, if I don't get the bottom clean, I want that for my flavor for the soup, right? But the other thing is, once I seal the pot, it will give me a burn notice. And what happens is at that point, the machine just shuts off. So it's not the end of the world if that does happen to you. I'm telling you, I know because I've done it myself. When I first started experimenting with the Instant Pot, I probably had all the same issues that some of you have. And that what you'll do then is just shut it off, make sure you release all the pressure, and then you would actually go back in and do what I'm doing right now. So I can tell now that I'm pretty good. I can feel there is actually no resistance to my spoon here. And I love these flat ones because I can kind of get all around the edges and I'm really making sure I'm getting the bottom of that clean. Okay, so now that that's done, right? Everything else goes in. I have 3 pounds of russet potatoes I've peeled and I've diced. It doesn't have to be exact, but you want, a smaller cube. I have them in water because I did this earlier when I was prepping, and if I just left them out, they would actually oxidize and brown. We don't want that. So I'm just gonna drain them now. So my potatoes are gonna go in. Whoops, 1 overboard. Potatoes can take a lot of salt. This is 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, and then I'm gonna add in the rest of my chicken broth. So I like to use an organic, low sodium. So I already put 2 cups in, and this is 1 carton is 4 cups. So it's a 6 cups total. Okay, going in. This is such an easy soup, and it's one of those things, sometimes if you're like me, and you're at the grocery store and you forget that you have certain things, you might buy more potatoes than you need, right? Great way to use them up. It's delicious. You can also freeze this soup. You just have to let it cool completely. All I'm gonna do is just give this a stir. Cover's gonna go on. We're gonna pressure cook for 6 minutes, that's it. So we're gonna do high pressure or more high, and we're gonna go for 6 minutes. This will take about 10-15 minutes to come up to pressure. 6 minutes, after 6 minutes, we're gonna do a quick release, and I'll show you how we finish this off. So good. Okay, we are done. So I'm just gonna press my release valve. Some of you will have a slide, some of you will have a push down. Mine has a push down. And we just gotta wait, make sure we wait till that pin drops and then it's safe to open. Okay, safe to open. Smells so good in here. A couple more things and we're gonna have dinner on the table, I promise you. So I'm gonna show you how amazing these potatoes come out. I mean, look it goes right through. I have to tell you, seriously, I am truly obsessed with the Instant Pot. I make my potato salads with the Instant Pot. I mean, mashed potatoes. I don't do anything on the stovetop with potatoes anymore. It's just so much easier and they come out perfect every single time. And I don't have to watch it. That's what I love about it. I mean, can we do a lot of the same things on the stovetop? Absolutely. But I love just being able to put that top on, and then while it's coming to pressure and it's cooking, I can be doing other things. I'm not worried about, you know, my soup spilling over or checking it or anything like that. I love it. Okay, so you could use a little masher. I'm gonna use an immersion blender. You could actually use a regular blender as well. But I'm gonna leave chunks in mine. I like a little bit of texture to mine. If you want to blend yours really totally smooth, you can. I'm all about the texture with this. So this is a little noisy, but I'm just gonna go in and just blend. Okay, so we're gonna thicken this up a little bit. So what I have is 1/4 cup of unsalted butter. It's a little soft. 1/4 cup of flour. I'm gonna mix them together. I'm just gonna mash them. We're gonna make a paste. It's kind of fun. Get to play with your food a little bit, okay? This way I don't need to do a roux, okay? So I'm just gonna mash this up. I want all the flour and all the butter to combine, and just gonna be a little patient. You could also do a cornstarch slurry. That would be fine too, and it's the same thing. You'd use the same amount of cornstarch as you would cold water. But you want to make sure that when you're using the cornstarch that you're using cold water, not hot, because you'll get clumps that way. Just takes a minute or so. In this way, like I said, we don't need to create that roux, okay? Okay, so I'm going to switch this to saute. I'm going to let this heat up a little bit, and we're going to add the rest of our flavors in. Okay, all the goodness there. So what happens is, just like a roux, or if you put your cornstarch in, it has to come up to a bubble for it to actually come to its full thickness. Now, I like a really thick soup. You could actually, for a potato soup, so you could leave it out and have it a little bit thinner, totally up to you and what you like. That's the great thing about cooking, right? So I'll give you a recipe, but then I hope you make it your own, right? If you like different seasonings, like I put some garlic in there, some thyme and rosemary, but maybe you like some other different seasonings. That's okay too. Right? Oh, it looks so good. Okay, just gonna let that come up. And then I'm gonna show you another trick. I'm gonna add sour cream. This is 1 cup in just a minute. But what I wanna do is I'm gonna take a little bit of that liquid and it's gonna temper it, okay? Which basically just means it's not gonna curdle up when I put it in the pot. I probably could use a little bit bigger dish for this, so it won't make too much of a mess. It was so funny. We had our middle grandson, Jackson, he's 6, and he was with us for one night over the weekend. We made homemade pizza. It was really fun. He's so cute, and it's so fun to get them cooking, but we had flour all over the counter, and he's like, Grandma, is your kitchen always this messy? I'm like, well, I can be a little bit of a messy cook. I said, but you know what? The fun thing is we make a mess, but then we clean it up. But he did a great job. The pizza was delicious. Okay, so that's good. We're gonna give this just a minute. Okay, so I want you to look in here, and you'll see it's really starting to thicken up. If you can see that, it's nice consistency. That's perfect. And we got a few chunks in there just like I like it, so you know you're having a potato soup when you bite into that chunk. So I have 1 cup of whole milk. Gonna go in, it's gonna make it nice and creamy. You could use half and half, you could use heavy cream, whatever you like. I always have milk on hand, and I just like it. So, okay, and then the sour cream is gonna go in. And I'm just gonna turn off my heat too, because at this point, everything's all done. Turn this off. Gonna give it a nice stir. Oh my goodness gracious. I wish you all were here with us to have some of this. Wait till you see how we're gonna finish it off with some nice cheddar cheese and a little bit of that bacon, right? And I have some chives that we're gonna put on top. So good. And I just wanna make sure everything is all combined. Give it a minute or so for those flavors to kind of come together. All right, so we're ready to plate this up and give it a taste for you. And I like to put kind of everything that was kind of in it, right? So I'm gonna put a little sprinkle of bacon, right? We got that gorgeous smokiness from that bacon. Gonna put some cheddar on top because this is like a loaded baked potato, right? Gonna go on top. I have some chives. And I love buying the dried chives because I tend to buy sometimes for recipes and then I don't use them all, and they're delicious. So try them if you've never had. A little sour cream, right? I mean, look at that. All right, Eric and I are gonna give this a taste. What do you think?
Yeah, this looks really good and it smells really good.
Yeah, I'm turning him into a soup person. I can't believe it. It's awesome.
Had me at bacon.
I know, and I love soup. I really do. I can eat soup in Texas if it's 100 degrees out. I don't care. I really just love it. I don't know. It's comforting for me. But this is like a baked potato in a bowl.
And it is almost fall today. I mean, it feels a little fallish.
Yeah.
So this is good.
We've actually hit kind of, it was really, well, it was in the 50s this month. Beautiful. Anyways, okay. I'm going to go in. You ready?
Yeah.
I'm going to get a little bit of that bacon. It is hot, so it does come with a warning.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right. That is delicious.
Oh, wow.
That is so good, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
That's perfect.
Right?
It tastes like a baked potato, like I said.
So good. I mean, that is just so comforting. I mean, make like a nice grilled cheese with that. I mean, or a salad, right? If we want to be a little bit healthier, a little salad on the side. Well,
grilled cheese.
I'm with you. Okay, we like our bread. We like our cheese.
Yeah.
Anyways, we hope you all try these recipes. We hope you like them. And if you do, please share with your friends and family. If you have not subscribed yet, please do that as well. And don't forget to click that bell. Okay, that way you know when our next video is coming out. Love you all. We're going to go eat the soup. Yummy.